everybody, it's Hannah. What time is it? It is 12:15 in the morning, okay? And I decided to record my very first story time. And I'm sorry about the freaking background, okay? I don't have a proper recording thing yet, okay? Um, this story time is gonna be about the time that I was lied to about being taken to a One Direction concert. And no, I do not like One Direction anymore. I'm sorry to if I offend any of you guys that do like One Direction. I mean, I still like their music, but I don't like them as a band. But anyways, moving on. So this was, I believe, sophomore or junior year. I believe it was sophomore year. I think. I don't remember what year it was in high school. I'm a senior in high school now, so um anyways, I was friends with this one girl. Let's just call her trying to come up with a name. Let's just call her um Ariel, okay? Um I was in school one day and I was in my careers class and she decides to ask me, "Hey Hannah, you like One Direction, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Oh, well, I wanted to take you to a One Direction concert. I have tickets and I can get us VIP and blah 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 blah." Like, I'm thinking like, "Bitch, you is not serious right now." This is a joke, right? Um and I'm like, "Okay, let's talk after school." And she's like, "Okay." So we were walking home and I believe my best friend was walking with me. Yeah, Margarita was walking with me. Yes, I'm gonna say her real name because we were supposed to make a YouTube channel. But anyways, moving on. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. So we were walking. She's like, "Yeah, my uncle is like the manager at Ticketmaster. He can get us backstage passes, VIP, plane tickets, blah blah blah. He'll pay for everything. Get us a limo, all that shit. You can bring anyone you want, and I will get tickets for all of them." And I'm like, "Okay, here's my phone number. Call me with the information." And she's like, "Well, it's gonna be on blah 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 a certain date. I think it was like sometime in November that she said it was gonna be." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." So we talk back and forth on Facebook and through text and on the phone. And the date, I was talking to my best friend Lindsay about this, and she's like freaking out about this because she loves One Direction and shit like that. And she's like, "Oh my god, I'm going to my first concert." I was freaking out about it too because I thought this was real. Little did I know, she was playing a trick on me because she was talking with her friends and shit like that, and someone that still currently bullies me about playing a little prank on me. A prank. You know what? Let me turn on this light. It's too dark in here. Hi, you can see me better now. Playing a little prank on me. Um, um, Basically, what happened was, I don't know how to make this any less bright, but basically what ended up happening was the date was slowly approaching. I was freaking out about it. It was on a weekend, I believe, and um, it was the day before the concert, or supposed concert. I called her house and I said, "Hey, is Ariel there?" And her mom's like, "Yeah, let me go get her." And um, she went to go get her. I was talking to her. And I'm like, yeah, my dad wants to talk to your mom or whoever is your guardian because he's like that. He doesn't like me hanging out with people if he doesn't know their parents. And he wants to confirm all this shit. And before I said that, I said, hey, is the concert still on tomorrow? And she's like, yeah. Um, weird thing is, she didn't come to school the whole entire week of the concert. That the concert was supposed to happen. So the only, like, um, connection I had with her was on Facebook. So I gave the phone to my dad. She put her mom on the phone. My dad's like, oh, really? And I'm like, oh no, what's going on? He's like, okay, thank you for the information. We will try to figure this out. Thanks. Bye. Hangs up. Comes up to me. Well, you've just been lied to. Excuse me? He said apparently she was telling her mother that you had an uncle that had connections with Ticketmaster and you were getting the limo, you were getting the VIP backstage passes, and this and that and this and that. And I'm thinking oh no, she did not. Okay, I'm turning this light off. It's too bright. I was literally thinking, oh no, she did not. This bitch lied to me about taking me and my best friend to a freaking concert. And at the time, my best friend's father was dealing with cancer, had cancer and stuff like that. So I thought maybe this will make her life just a little bit better if she goes to a concert to get her mind off of all the shit that's going on at home. No, because I had to call my best friend and hear her break down in tears because some bitch decided to play a prank on me and shit like that. So I go back to school the next, I think it was Monday or something like that, and everybody's laughing at me, or like her friends are laughing at me and like calling me stupid and naive and shit like that. Yes, bitch, I was naive back then. I'm not naive anymore because I know when a bitch is lying to me. So, anyways, found out about this. Found out she had gotten suspended from the school we were at, and got sent to Central, which is like a school for like bad kids. I was freaking pissed at her. She hurt me. She hurt my best friend. And no, I was so done by then. So I found her on Facebook. I blocked her. Never talked to her again. Never answered any phone calls. Nothing. And a few days ago, from right now, recently, she found me on Facebook again and messaged me and was like, hey, do you remember me? No shit, Sherlock, I remember you. And I'm like, no, who is this? Like, lying and shit, because I honestly want to see if she's gonna fucking lie to me. She's gonna be like, oh, we were friends in career class and at school and stuff like that. I was the one that was supposed to take you to the One Direction concert. I'm like, oh, yeah. In fact, I will pull up the messages right now if I can find them. I was like, oh yeah, you're the bitch that fucking lied to me about a freaking, like, taking me to a concert. And she's like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to be cool. No, bitch. You were just being a bitch, okay? I don't know if I can find it now. So basically what had happened is she tried to be my friend again, and I wouldn't allow it. Like, I mean, I did accept her friend request and her message request, but that doesn't mean that I'm staying in contact with her. Like, found it. She said, hey, do you remember me from Larkin? And that's the school I go to. I'm like, no, sorry. And she's like, I was in Mrs. K's class, and you made me and Margaret a nice friend letter. I'm like, okay, all I remember you was All I remember was you telling me I was going to a One Direction concert and then turning out to be a lie so I could get laughed at. You made my best friend cry because of that. She's like, I'm sorry, my goddamn mom paid the man and he turned out to be a con. He took all of the money away and I didn't know until my sister told me she hired me. I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm serious, I had no clue. I'm like, okay. She's like, how you been? Okay, first of all, um, I don't know if she's telling the truth or lying to me, but seriously, you don't do that to you don't do that to me. Like, we never even talked at all until that day. Really? Why the fuck would you do that? Plus, you hurt a girl whose father is going through cancer. So what the fuck, bitch? Like, seriously, not cool. Fuck off. So yeah, that's the time that I was lied to about going to a One Direction concert. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sorry that I am not a professional at this whole YouTube thing. But I'm trying my best right now because I'm still in school and then I work part time, so trying my best. So you're just gonna have to deal with this crappy webcam and no like professional intro or outro or music or shit like that. So I love you guys, and I guess I will see you in the next video.